Whew. So far so good. See how my reveal up against the concrete in the garage is about the same all the way across there. It's pretty much flush here now. And just little as I go. Little bit, little bit, little bit. And I found that after I go a little ways, I will take a brick and then I'll just kind of tamp the sand down, and then I'll just check it from here to about here, and that one looks good. And see, this is up too high right at that end, right there, just this much. I'm gonna get rid of that, and then I'm gonna kind of tap that down, and that looks fine. And that was where I want it. If anything, this edge could go down just ever so little. Okay. I'm liking that. I'll put that one in. Sometimes they don't fit exactly, and then I have to kind of tap it. But you have to be careful. You don't want to beat too hard on one side and then have it crack, like I said. Okay. This side right here needs to go down just a hair. That looks fine here. And I think I'm liking that. If anything, this one needs to be tapped down ever so little. And I can do that a little bit, but not too hard. I don't want to start beating on it real hard like that, because like I say, you might have a tendency to crack your brick. Okay. See, that one's barely going. You don't want it to go down too far on one end or the other, because it's all got to go down kind of at the same time. Okay? There. Now, see, that one's just a hair low over there and over there. I think I took out too much. I'll just take some of the sand back here with my knives, build it back up, knowing it's 95% compaction. And now I can tamp down a little like that. See? That's good there. And that's good there. And I can put that one in. Because even if these are still up just a hair high, I still have to make this flush with that. I don't want that to go down. I can see that these are kind of going ever so slightly down that way, but I need to get this lined up over here so that when the garage door goes down, it's going to be right here. It's got to be flat. So I get it to go all the way down. Do you see what I mean? All right. So I'll keep doing that. And if I have a question about one or two tiles as I'm eyeballing it, I'd rather be just a hair low than a hair high. because if I get one just a little bit low, the garage door will still go down where I want it to go because of the new garage door gasket I put on. Okay, it doesn't have a whole lot of give. It's springy a little bit, you know, but it's stiffer than the other one, just ever so slightly. But hey, you get what you get at the store. This was the only stuff they had, and as you fold it around like that to fit in the grooves. You know, you fit it in the grooves like that, and then it has a little bit of a give like that. But it's only going to give so much along this entire area. Do you see what I mean? And so that's why I wanted that to get straight, for the reasons why I showed you earlier. If you didn't see the very first part of this video, turn it back, and you'll see that the bricks over there were up flush to the top edge of the concrete. Right here. Then it went down a little bit, and then these right in here were flush up to the top of here. And then they went back down, and they didn't give the garage door enough room to set down there because I don't want any gaps. Remember when I closed the garage door before, I had a gap all the way along here from there to about there, you know, that much. 3/8, half inch or so, just enough for a little deer mouse to scooch his body through there. I can't have that. That's a no-no, and that's why I replaced the rubber gasket, because the other gasket was broken and it was cut short. This one here, see how it's flush with the right-hand edge of the garage door. The other one was about 2 inches short of that to the left. And that was allowing mice to scoot right in through there. And everywhere else was tight initially on the other garage door sealer, but that's because this gasket was flattened out. See how flat it was? It had split over here, and this was flattened out. And a lot of that had to do with the driveway not being nice and flat and even along there to begin with. And this stuff was just a hair wider, and they probably put it on in the summer, and it had a little bit more flexibility and give to it. And see, it flattened out. See how much it flattened out like that? Well, the other stuff I have is about like that. You see what I mean? And this flattened out because it cracked on the side and everything, and then it just contoured there, but it still had the gap over there because it was cut short. Even if it wasn't cut short, I was going to have to do this eventually anyways, and I wanted to replace the gasket and all that. So today was the day to do it all. Okay, so a little bit more work I go, and I'll show you what that looks like when I'm done. And then I'm curious how well the door is going to close, and I'm pretty sure it's going to close just fine. Stick with me and we'll find out together. Ooh, we got her in. Now see, this gap is slightly big, but that's because they cut all these and they had sand in there. I could take my putty knife and kind of move them over a little bit, because remember they were tight there. And I got this one. I need to move this one. I need to move that one over. I can do that, and I'll wedge a little rock in there. And I think those were up too high because there was a little bit of concrete in there and a piece of rebar, and I had to bend that down a little bit. And the foundation, the footing right in here was just a hair high, and that was preventing that to go down. Here you get to see some bits and chunks of concrete I was able to get out of there and dig out of there. But and see, oh, see my line? Look how nice and straight that is. And this side's flush. And before I work on this anymore, I'm anxious to see if this garage door is going to close all the way now and stuff. And it's almost going to be like it is what it is at this point. And I believe it's going to go fine there. I have not done it yet. I would not do that to you. I want to see what you're going to see for the first time, okay? So before I put any See, I got all the sand. I got all this sand. Look at this. I can use that to spread in there and sprinkle in there and sweep around back and forth. I don't want to do any of that until I know I don't have to lower these down any further, and I don't think I do. I don't think I do. Okay, you're seeing what I see for the first time. Let's see if it goes down all the way. Crossing my fingers. And I think we should be tight this time. Oh, come on. It's almost like this needs to go further down. I've got it nicely down in there now. And I'm gonna have to look at that a little bit more, because I'm actually pretty good. See, I still have a slight crack there, don't I? Just, you know, an 1/8 inch or so. But I know the mice aren't going to crawl through that, right? But let's just see. It might be, just going to look at this and see right in there. It's at this end. It's at this end, and I don't know if I can get it any further. And when they installed this garage door, that very well could have been high over just at that edge. No, not in the middle, but right there, because it was hitting some concrete on the footing, and I had to beat that with my hammer, and I may have to do some more of that. And they might have adjusted this so it was slightly cattywampus, so to speak. I don't know, but I know if I work on this end a little bit more, probably from here to there, I think I can get it down just a hair more. I'm gonna look at this and see. You see it? I'm hitting. I'm hitting these. I'm hitting these right in here, and I know I can go down. I can go down a little lower from there to there. Let's just put a mark with my pencil from there, probably to about there. Okay, at least that. At least that. And I still, those bricks are easy enough to pull up because there's a slight little bit of slop in there, just a little bit. I pushed them tight, and I had plenty of room to get it pushed in there. Okay. So I guess I'm going to have to look at this a little more, because I'm right in the middle of it, and it's like, hey, if I got to do it, I might as well get it in there, nice and good. You know what I mean? And it should be easy enough to get these out. Get my screwdriver in here. I got a lot more play in it. Come on. I can't get that. Come on. Strong fingers. Here we go. I almost had it. Almost. trying to show something and doing it real quick. It just never really seems to work out, does it? There it is. Okay. And I've marked it. And I'll just have to lower it a little bit. So, okay. I'm going to take my pencil marks right there. I'm going to take it just one more there. Okay. Oh, that's right. This one seemed to be hard when I put it in. Okay. All right. One. I think I'm going to take both of these out. They're easy enough. They're easy enough to get out, I think. There we go. Okay. So I'll set my brick up there, put a little pencil mark, and then lower it down a little bit, the same way I did it before. Okay? Same way. Whew. And I'll just scrape out a little bit more sand is all. Man, I thought I had it. Low enough. I sure did. Almost. I almost did. I could probably almost eyeball what I need to do here before I set them in there. Okay. Now I'll work on that a little bit more, and we'll get that brick just a hair lower than what I thought it should be, and I'll try it again.